So, Richard, when you meet people in a social setting, what does the conversation invariably turn to?
Pretty much me having a heart transplant. It's kind of a big thing in life and very unusual. People are completely amazed and they look at like, you had a heart transplant?
And you first became ill in August of 2006.
Well, happened to be in a small town in Kentucky. My daughter had a national softball tournament we were at, and I started not feeling very good. I was having a little trouble breathing and stuff, but I just thought it was the weather because it was like 100 degrees with 95% humidity. Towards the end of the trip, I woke you up and said I couldn't breathe. I got to go to the hospital. So we ended up going to this huge hospital that they called a regional hospital that actually was associated with the University of Louisville, which is one of the top cardiac universities in the country. So it was kind of like I was in the right place. And right away, they did some tests and they gave me 3 back-to-back breathing treatments and then found out that I had congestive heart failure.
That must have been shocking because hadn't you been otherwise healthy?
First of all, they didn't know if I was going to make it or not. And second of all, they thought I might need a heart transplant immediately. It was pretty shocking because I've never had a heart issue in my life. Luckily, they said that about 30% of people respond to meds, and I guess I did.
When you learned you needed a heart transplant, what did you think?
Well, I still thought I'm doomed. Because how can you get a heart transplant? As it was, my daughter was supposed to get married in March. I don't know when I'm going to get a heart. You never know. And anyway, it turned out that I actually got my transplant 3 months prior to her wedding. And there's a significance with that 3-month number in that when you have a heart transplant, if you go out in public in an enclosed area with a lot of people, you have to wear a mask for 3 months.
So you got to go to her wedding and walk her down the aisle and dance with her with no mask.
Right, correct.
Not a dry eye in the house.
It was kind of like more than the wedding was the event.
And then something happened.
Okay, well, when you're a transplant person, you can write a letter to try to meet the family. Or actually, I didn't really write it with that purpose. I just really kind of wanted to say thank you and sorry for your loss. And so I sent a letter to the donor's family, and the mom read it at their Thanksgiving dinner and said it was their best Thanksgiving ever.
You want me to go on? Okay. They were eager to meet you, to meet your family.
Well, it was pretty incredible. I mean, we had to go down to One Legacy, which is in downtown LA. Then they show up, then they take us into the room they're in, and the first thing they say is, "The star is here." Well, that kind of made me feel a little strange, and the mom comes up and hugs me and puts her head on my chest and listens to my heart, which was her son's heart. So it's pretty emotional, but they really had a great attitude about the whole thing.
What did you learn about your donor?
Well, he was only 20 years old and he committed suicide, which obviously losing a 20-year-old's bad enough. He had some depression, going to college, and I guess he was bullied. And he was a very good person.
And he's our hero. His mom and his dad and his sister made the decision to save a life. They actually saved a number of lives. I think 6 people got Aaron's organs.
It's a difficult thing to go through.
I think you should be proud of yourself. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you for having me do this interview so I can help spread the word about donors and how important they are.
Thank you for being so brave and for going forward with this. It means a lot to us.